seen people be so fickle. Nothing surprised me. Double-edged sword, consider how you look at everybody sideways. Shit. Look around, don't know who to trust. Nah, for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Ain't satisfied till I touch a certain end. Can't say the number, they applied against my plans. I'm turning up, dog, this one for the jump. Come to these bars, I only play above the rim. Way up time and long sleeve with the corduroys. Really came to get buckets. Hurt nail with the defense. Too slick, you can't touch it. Bud Crawford on offense. I'm unassuming, but I'm really punching. Underrated, I'm starting to love it. Stacking days, I'm stacking the budget. When I win, ain't none of it lucky. Tapped in, I got it from nothing. Stay ready, preheated the oven. Just did a theater, I'm still a recovery. Therapy team, they really love me. They'd kill me if they knew I was jumping. High speed chase, I had to punch it in front of thousands. I started with hundreds. Don't really see no competition. This look like a luncheon. Suggest you let me mind my business. Catch you if you lunching. They love you all these years, but at the end you wasn't nothing. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Present with poise, but I really got no chill. Far as blood, it ain't too thick to get spilled. They think I'm too cool to click, not for real. God ain't done with me yet, dog, I gotta heal. I ain't no run of the mill. Had to surround myself with steel. Yeah, I've been sharpening skin. Hard to feel hard feelings at all when I can hardly feel. Hard as hell counting losses till you count the wins. Great, if I could take the pain all over, swear I'd do it again. The way them hard times unlock me, look different, twin. If you don't understand my plight, then we just different men. If you can't understand my fight, then we got different hands. Yeah, different zone. I'm talking about different days. I'm talking about different tribes. I'm talking about different clans. Boy, I'm sticking to the coats to the bitter end. I'ma live and die by till I'm ashes in a can. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled.
Carmelo Anthony here.
Welcome to the TezDown today. I'm your boy Tez, and it's time to get going, y'all. I mean, we got a whole show ready for y'all today. This was done by request, so I don't normally take requests on show topics, but today we got one. And today's show topic is life in the friend zone. So a lot of people have asked, how do you stay out of the friend zone? What puts you in the friend zone? Who decides whether you're going to go in the friend zone or not? And to be honest, I think it's you as a man or a woman. It's you that decides who goes in the friend zone. And I think it's up to them to decide whether they want to stay there or not. So I know me, I don't do the whole friend zone thing. I do have platonic friends. I mean, as you should, but I don't do the whole friend zone thing. I think that's overrated. And I think that anytime that you find yourself stuck in the friend zone, it's because you are doing a couple of things wrong. But today, in today's episode, we're going to hear from people on why, but we're going to start out with something a little bit different. We're going to start out with some sports today. We're going to take a look at the Speakeasy podcast, and they're talking about the Bears and Caleb Williams and why Caleb Williams seems to be clapping back at the NFL and the NFL fans right now. So let's get going with that first.
How come our show been getting so many shots lately?
Oh yeah, they be sending.
Listen, heavy as
I hope
the head
y'all
that wears the
know,
crown.
watching this show, y'all causing chaos.
Yeah,
Nightcap done came at us.
yeah.
All the smoke done came at us.
Yeah.
And now current athletes firing shots. Go ahead, Care Bear.
Look, Shady, you in some shit, brother. Okay. Caleb Williams reposted a TikTok of LaShawn Shady McCoy last week saying that he favored Shador Sanders over Caleb Williams. And I want to go ahead and take a look at this video. I want you guys to go ahead and watch
Caleb
the TikTok
reposted.
that TikTok that Caleb reposted on TikTok.
What
We can pull that up. Let's go ahead and show that video.
So he reposted this on TikTok. Sanders is a
I think you better kill it right now, to be honest. I don't see Caleb playing like this. I see Caleb playing off script, run the ball, great. I don't see him play like this. Yo, Shador is doing this in his second. Shut up, bitch. That's funny.
And Caleb went on to dice up the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, that was a pretty funny video right there. Fellas, y'all think Shady being a little too harsh on Caleb Williams?
Absolutely. I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than Prize Picks.
Man, I hate when they do this.
And basketball season is here. So there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use.
Chill. He's a rookie. So I'm not one of these people that's going to try to paint Shady in a bad light. Like, Shady had been coming to the defense of Caleb Williams for 365, 7 days a week. However, I will say this now, 2-5. Caleb Williams has shown you both growth. He has his team is the number one seed in his division. He's got 10 wins. I think he has 3,200 yards. No Bears passer has ever thrown for over 4,000. He has some dominant wins. They dominated the Philadelphia Eagles. They dominated again on Sunday. Like, I do think at this junction in time, you should be putting more respect, not just on Caleb's talent, but on Caleb's game overall.
Yeah. Well, I've been defending Caleb since all last year. Everybody's bashing I was behind him. He's a rookie. But and I got a lot of respect for him. He texted me today, but he's making a joke that I was wrong and all. We was texting. That's cool. But my thing is, and like I told him, I'm waiting for that USC number 13 Caleb. He said it's on the way. But my thing is, if I'm looking at him the way he's playing, he's making some great plays, right? They are led by the offense of run game.
Yep.
Both of the running backs are getting like 20-something carries a game, which you don't see teams do that.
Yep.
Defense is taking the ball away at a high clip, the highest clip in the NFL right now.
Yep.
And I think Caleb is, doing his thing. But when I was looking at the Shador, I was like, man, this kid Shador is doing these type of things in his second start as an NFL rookie. That's hard as hell to do. And I watched Caleb in his first couple of games. It didn't look like that, right? So Caleb, he's playing well. I mean, I guess I was wrong. I'll take that. But I got to see Caleb develop more, though, right? Because Joshua wants to tell me all these crazy passes and all that, which is nice to have in your bag, right? But you got to play on script sometimes. You got to be disciplined, right? You got to be efficient. And sometimes running out to the sideline, making a spectacular play, don't always work because that's not coachable. So we're going to see how it unfolds. I hope it does. I like Caleb. A lot of talent. I say generational college, so I want to see it. But all I'm saying is that the way he's playing now is good. I want to see the great because we said that Caleb Williams had great type potential.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair take.
That's a real take.
But I also,
it's definitely a fair and real take. When they came in, they decided that Caleb Williams was the next coming of, Tom Brady or Joe Montana or any of those great quarterbacks. That's what we were told. That's what we were sold. And I'm not saying that he's not been great or that he's not leading the team the way that he should be leading the team or anything close to that. All I'm saying is that they got a point when they say that he needs to be showing that he is everything they said he was in the draft. Overall number 1 draft pick, and all of those things that they said that he was, the franchise and all that. And so far we haven't seen it. We've seen some flashes of greatness, but we'll see. It's only year 2, guys. Give the guy a break. Give the guy a chance. I have liked what I've seen from Shador so far, but trying to compare him is like literally comparison's a thief of joy. Literally. Comparison is number 1 thief of joy. You know what I mean? If you cannot compare these two guys the way that you want to compare them and then think that you're going to have a favorable outcome at the end of it. You can't do it. It's just not one of those things. So you guys, you can choose it for yourself. Choose what you want, where you want it to be, what you want to say and all those things. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we're doing the right thing here. So that's where I'm at with it. I think I'm gonna close out on this and get started on our next portion, and we'll try to make sure that works. Let's move on from the boys. And so into the next portion of our show, where we're gonna break it down, guys. That was sports. This is culture. We're talking about the friend zone today. Why guys sit in the friend zone? Why women put them in it? Why guys friend zone girls? And what happens afterwards? So we're gonna hear from a couple different sources, and we're gonna try to get it the way that it should be. And we're gonna try to break it down. Like I said, this is a sociology and psychological experiment. That's literally what we do here. Is we have sociology and psychological experiments, and we try to make sure that we're not making mistakes here. Let's move. This is going to be a clip from the Whatever podcast. And in the Whatever podcast, they usually interview a bunch of chicks. They watch them, they sit down, and everybody gets together and they give their opinions. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch it. We're going to judge it. We're going to say our piece about it, and then we're going to keep it moving. What up, Sco? Passport Sco in the building. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Love seeing the fam show up. Let's move forward on these. This is from the Whatever Podcast.
My time, you know what I mean? If it was to jump into like dating, I feel like you both have to be set in your career to where you could date like 100%. That's what I feel.
Okay. How many guys would you say you friend zoned?
Quite a bit.
Like 100 plus, 200, 1,000? Like, give us a number.
My DMs are a lot, should I say? Like,
well, I don't know if can you count just a random dude DMing you as a, like friend zoning that? Like, if you turn them down, is that a friend zone?
do
Probably
you call
not.
that friend zone, or you mean like a connection with?
I mean, I'd say a friend zone. There would at least be some in-person connection, whether it was a guy meeting you on somewhere in the public or at a bar.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know
like
if you do that, but
thousands and thousands of plus.
thousands and thousands.
But friend zoning isn't necessarily like a bad thing.
Yeah, because it doesn't mean you're stuck there. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why.
That's the thing
You're kind
about
of stuck
me.
there.
No,
it's not.
Yeah,
For
you're
me,
stuck in the friend
no,
zone.
no,
There's
no,
no
for
getting
me
out of
it's
friend zone.
not.
Not at all.
No
It
friend
Depends
zone.
on the
No.
duration.
But
Like-
this is good. Like, I feel like I'm talking to my younger self a little bit, talking to you, because I always thought that like I'm never gonna find someone like immediately. It's the immediate attraction, and like, yeah, like if I'm not into them right away, like no, if like someone came to me and they were like into me and I was kind of attracted to them, like that would be the person. But literally, like how I got into a relationship was it was somebody I got to know their values and who they were as a person, and obviously they were attractive, but it was just friends. And then now we have such a sturdy foundation.
But I think
and
you
it's
bring up a
created-
good point. You had
a
the
good
initial
foundation
attraction.
first.
But you had the initial attraction. I feel like if you didn't have the initial attraction, they would be in a friend zone and stuck there. I don't
No.
think they'll be able to get out.
I didn't have the initial because there's different types of attraction. There's the like holy shit, I want to rip your clothes off right now attraction, and then there's like that he's super cute and has a good body. And I'm not gonna lie, and I even told my boyfriend this. Like I was like, I always thought you were attractive. Never in a million years did I think we'd be right here. And he even felt the same way about me.
Well, guys, I'm gonna break that down for a second. So again, we witness the dichotomy between being a good-looking man and being somebody whose clothes they want to rip off. I haven't gotten or seen a good explanation from this, and maybe if we're lucky, we're gonna get a good explanation of it right here on the Whatever Podcast. I haven't seen a good explanation of this yet. No one has been able to explain to me the difference between somebody whose clothes you want to rip off and then being like, oh, I like him, but you know, I'm gonna pass on all the other stuff. Let's see what they got to say about it.
Doing BG content on OF.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's
for
like,
me-
can't relate to that part.
for me-
She's
yeah,
like, can't relate to
for
that
me, it's
part.
like just that term friend zone. Like I don't even like saying that term. It's more like, can we just be friends first? Even like that's why I like to say and kind of get to know who you are.
But I think there's a difference between let's try to be friends first and friend zoning. I think
agree.
friend zoning is like, it's pretty
Okay, then I
apparent.
can't really
It's
say
pretty
that.
apparent that there's
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
like, you're not attracted to them. And I suppose it's plausible. Maybe they level up, or maybe the woman's circumstances change where they're like, oh, fuck, I'm 35, I'm desperate, as, you know, whatever it is. No offense to anybody. But like, whereas to start as friends is like, he's attractive. Let's see.
Yeah. I guess you could say
I think
that.
that's
like,
terrible, though.
I think that's
I don't agree with starting as friends. I think it should be romantic
right
from the
away.
start. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree. I also think that if you're gonna be romantic with somebody, you should be romantic with them from the start. They should know what they're getting into going into this relationship. Shout out Soft Rain, how you doing? Soft Rain's made it in the building, y'all. We get a lady's perspective today. So I you know, as from a man's perspective, I feel like a relationship should start where it starts. I don't think that a relationship should start from being friends. I feel like that's disingenuous. It's like if he had interest in you and he showed interest in you, what's the problem? Intentions do have to be laid out. Like I'm a firm believer that when you meet somebody, like we said on the show last night, I believe Classic said it. He said even a 3 is going to look like a 5 after spending 40 hours a day with her every week. I mean, 40 hours a week with her. You know, so it's like, yeah, there is a such thing as like an acquired taste of a human being, but like when you meet somebody, you generally know whether they like you or not, or they're looking at you. That's the most important part. Are they looking at you? I see people looking at each other, and you know from the beginning whether when you meet somebody or not, if you're looking at them or not. And I think that's what we're talking about here. Are they looking at somebody? Are they looking at you? You know, are they trying to see you in a way that, you know, is this person some potential for, you know, either a tryst or either some fun, a relationship? is that person one of those things? So that's what we're really trying to figure out today. And by listening to the people talk, we're going to get to see different perspectives and hear different things, because I'm going to tell you straight up, my opinion might be a little bit different than the one that you hear every day. It just might be.
Really?
Because I just
I
feel,
agree.
for me, I
Really?
feel like you always need some sort of foundation to even continue a relationship. Like, don't you want your like significant other to be like technically your best friend?
I feel like
right?
it turns into that, like the more
Yeah.
you date. But like if it's always every time like you're friends with like the person you might like be dating, it's like, oh, but we don't want to ruin our friendship. And that's always said.
I don't think your approach is wrong. I'm just saying my personal view is I don't think I don't think it's necessary to start as friends.
Okay, but
So what would you
question.
call them
Yeah.
then?
What do you mean?
As in, like, if you see a guy and then you just like you see him, like, what would you call him?
Friendly. You're friendly, but
Yeah, I mean,
you're
like-
like flirting.
Well, it depends what your goals are. I mean, it says like, I mean, remind me, did you say you were religious or not? Not
I'm
really?
religious. I'm Catholic.
You're Catholic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you didn't, as far as I recall, you didn't say you are waiting till marriage.
Yeah, I want to wait. I
You want to wait till you're in love, but not till you're married.
Yeah, till I'm love. Yeah. I want
Okay.
to love.
Okay. But marriage is not necessary.
No, marriage is not necessary. I want
How strictly Catholic are you?
I'm a strict Catholic, but
Okay.
not like
Not wait till
not
marriage.
yeah, not to like to the pedestal. Yeah, to the top. Yeah, not like that.
Okay. So, as far as how you would start off with a guy, but not start just being friends, I mean, because there's a difference between hanging out someone who's a friend and hanging out someone that you want to pursue things with romantically. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to immediately have sex with them. That can.
Yeah, see, I think that's the misconception here. The misconception is that just because someone is seeing you or they see you in a certain light, that you have to sleep with them. And that's not true. I don't think that you have to sleep with somebody just because they like you or just because you like them. But there has to be an intentionality there. There has to be a way to say, okay, I like this person, they like me, and this is what we're going to make happen. Guys, we have a special guest here today. If you guys haven't checked in yet, this is that girl Cassie, who's become quite popular in TikTok spaces. We're gonna say, welcome in, Cassie. How you doing? I don't know if you're gonna be able to have your camera on or not, but whether you have it on or not, it's fine. We know who you are, and we don't mind having dialogue with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Can you see everything just fine from your perspective?
Honestly, I can just see your picture.
Perfect.
think
So
it's 'cause I
so
don't
when
have
I
my
add
phone.
everything
That's fine.
back, you'll be able to see it. So
Okay.
you can see this now, right?
I can. I don't see anybody moving around, but I don't have Wi-Fi. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, no, nobody's moving around just yet.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, so just follow along. So far, I don't know how much you've been able to catch before you jumped in, but so far we've been diving down and listening to people's opinions of what the friend zone is. And I mean, if you want to give us a second, what do you think the friend zone is?
Friendzone is just, hanging out, having someone to talk to, someone you can, trust with the deep things. And friendzone definitely is not like a sexual thing for me. Like, I don't really believe in the whole friends with benefits type thing. I'm a very passionate person. I get attached easily. So if I know you and I can tell that like your intentions aren't genuine with me, like on a higher level, then you're definitely going to be a friend, and that's it. I don't want to like hurt myself. I've been through a lot,
So would you keep a friend that you knew they wanted you, like they wanted you bad, like you knew they wanted you bad, they want to make you their girlfriend, like they want to go through the whole nine with you? Would you keep that friend around knowing that you weren't interested?
I mean, I would keep them around, but it's kind of one of those things where like some people aren't willing to have those uncomfortable conversations, and I feel like that's kind of one of them, because they'll either be the ones to not want to be around you, if they're not going to get more from you. But like I said, if they're really a genuine person, they'll understand and they'll just respect the boundaries. But if they can't respect the boundaries, then I'd wish them well, and if they ever need anything, I'd be there for them. But I definitely wouldn't like put myself in a situation to hang out with them to where it would, mess anything up. I don't ever want bad blood.
Okay, I mean that makes a lot of sense. At some point we might be fielding some questions and comments from the chat, but
For sure.
so far so good. How about we watch a little bit more of this and then we'll come back to that thought.
Let's do it.
That can wait, but
Yeah, I understand. So would you call it like a situationship? Like, what would you call that?
no, it doesn't even have to be a situationship. But there
Or
can be
just-
there can
just
be a
no labels
clear
then.
there could be a very clear understanding by both parties that
Yeah,
this is a
okay.
romantic relationship, not a platonic
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
Like we are dating each other. And as far as
Oh.
like even if you're waiting however long to become intimate, that's another conversation.
I
But
think like your guys' view on like friends and like ours may be a little bit skewed, and that's what's
Yeah,
like
it's
I
a
think we
little different,
all
yeah.
agree, but it's the friends, like the definition of friends. Like for me, I was going to a gym that my boyfriend started, and he was training there. He trained me, and that's how I got to know him.
Bradley Martin, is that your
No,
boyfriend?
no.
All
And
right.
that's how I got to know him.
Okay.
And so, of course, it was a professional environment. We're friends. It's not like I'm like going and eating lunch with him and like we're like besties, but it's friendly. And so maybe that's kind of
Yes,
what you mean.
I think that's
It's
yeah, we
friendly,
just
and
kinda
it's
understand.
it's in
Yeah.
a situation where I get to see this person's values and get to know him and at his core,
Yes.
opposed to like him coming up to me and being like, "Hey, like, what's your number? Like, let's go to dinner." Like, it's not like we were friends, but it was friendly. So
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
friendly.
So the
Friendly, yeah,
relationship
yeah,
got
friendly.
developed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you still put a label like as friendly, just like for friends, or like because like I'm friendly with you guys? I feel like but we're not.
But you're not
we're not
romantically
friends.
attracted
Sure
to
you're
me,
not
right?
I mean, yeah, but
There's no potential that you might date one of us. It's kind of like that.
Well,
It's like when
yeah.
you're seeing someone who's friendly, a guy,
Mhm.
right? You're like, okay, I'm kind of interested in him, like more than just friends, like romantically,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
So I do feel some sort of attraction, not like rip your clothes off, but some sort of attraction, you
It's like
know?
a spark.
And it's like, yeah, you just try to get to know each other, you kind of flirt and stuff like that. And then once you're like, okay, this is actually a cool person, then you move on to like, let's be actually like romantic.
So I gotta ask. So what's the difference between girls doing this and guys doing this?
There shouldn't be.
I didn't think there would be either, but yeah, I've seen on so many different occasions where women treat their female friends like with a completely different scope than they do with their guy friends.
Yeah.
It's like they tolerate things from their female friends that they would never tolerate from men.
Yeah, and I'm not with that.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not being with it. From what I've seen from you, if you guys haven't seen that girl Cassie on TikTok, when she's on there and telling her stories, and she gets along with so many different people, and it's mostly because, in my opinion, she will listen. She'll listen to what they have to say. She'll talk to them about it. She gives her opinion. She's strong, and I think there's been some times when some people took it the wrong way. I think you'd say that too, but
For sure.
that doesn't change the fact that you've been very consistent with that.
For sure.
I've seen so many different people that don't have that. They look at things under a different lens depending on who they're talking to. Their opinion changes depending on who they're talking to. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that seems to be very weird when people do that.
Yeah. No. I mean, I stick with it, but it sounds terrible. But it could just be they're just not genuine. I mean, you've got to treat everyone the same way, and if you see something one way, like it shouldn't matter like who that person is, whether they're really close to you or not. If it's something you truly believe in, like that's just the way that it should be. And if they're really, they're really your friend and they really like hang with you, they'd understand that.
Yeah, I would think so too. We got a
Yeah.
couple more minutes left of this video, and then we're going to move on to the next one.
Perfect.
But I wasn't used to like what I was used to is like a guy would ask me out and I'd think he was like hot, and then I'd get to know him and like see what his values were. Like what I did differently this time and what landed me in a relationship that I actually see a long future with is the fact that we were friendly and I got to know his values were so attractive to me that like I wanted more of it. And I was like, and he's really cute. But that wasn't the cute and like the looks was not the initial thing.
Yes.
That
I'm a
makes sense.
personality person, so it's like really
Yeah.
hard for me.
Yeah, it's just like our
Yeah,
lives
I think we're
fit.
like,
It was just
yeah,
good.
she understands me.
I don't care how cute you are. Like
we are.
if your personality is not there, it's not.
Personality is huge.
well, I mean,
Okay. So we got a little bit of altruism there towards the end. You guys check in with the Whatever podcast if you guys want to see more of what they're talking about. I feel like they were just getting started, but if you guys don't know, his show usually runs 8 hours long every single night. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, he runs all night show. His show will start at like 8 or 9, and then they'll go until like 6 a.m.
Wow.
Like he'll have an 8-hour podcast. All of his podcasts are super long.
Okay, commitment.
Yeah, I mean, they make money. You know, they make some money. Like their gifts and their super chats and their donations, and they get millions of views every week. So they're making money over there, and he's devoted his whole life to it. So, I mean, they make a lot of sense. I mean, a lot of their questions are softball questions compared to some of the other podcasts, but
yeah.
I mean, it allows people a space to talk. And what I always say is give people a microphone and you'll see what they're really made of.
Yeah, for sure. That's a fact.
In our next video, it's going to be a compilation of a bunch of TikToks.
Okay.
So you being someone who is, a TikTok aficionado, I think this might get messy.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to react to it. Feel free to stop it at any time. Let me know if you want to stop and expound on anything. And
Okay.
we'll go in with it. This one is called "Women Are Furious That Men Don't Stay in the Friend Zone."
He blocked me. What a f***ing loser. There's nothing more annoying than when you reject a guy and he's so rude and cold to you after. Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, one, play the long game. Who knows? Maybe it could be something later. Maybe just not right now. And two, why are you being an asshole? Like, just...
Is there a long game?
I don't know. I mean, oh gosh, that's a tough one. I'm not sure. I don't really know how to answer that one. Because I've been blocked so much lately, it's unreal. And it's a tad frustrating. Like, the first time you're blocked, it's like, it's so confusing, it's upsetting, like, it makes you question yourself as a person. But if you allow that person, like, back in and then you get ghosted again, like, just, I don't know, just be prepared, I guess. That's kind of what I'm going through literally right now.
Okay, well, I mean, this is a sociology and a psychology channel. Everything that we do here is socially oriented, whether it be sports, whether it be culture, politics, everything is about the social here for me. So I got to ask, if you don't mind telling us, just give us one of the stories about you getting blocked, why you got blocked, why you think you got blocked, and just the kind of a little bit of a background of this, if you don't mind.
Okay. So I met a guy. I would say like the connection, like it was there instantly. Like it was just like a natural thing. I had no intention on even like starting to talk to anyone. But after talking to him a couple of days, like, he seemed real genuine. So after a couple of days, I went ahead, gave him my number. We talked all the time. Now, one thing that he did that kind of made me feel like, oh, okay, like he doesn't have anyone, he started sharing his location that day, which was kind of like scary for a second, but with the kind of past that I have, I was like, okay, wow, like this guy is real. Like his reasoning behind giving me his location was that he doesn't ever want me to doubt him, and he wants to bring security to me because he knows what I've been through because I had opened up so much to him. Cool. Well, then I just, he went on a trip.
Oh no, guys, we may have lost Cassie. Well, sounds like we've lost Cassie for a little bit. Cassie, if you're still around and you can still hear us, you're welcome to come back in, or just let me know when you come back up. Yeah, let me know when you come back up. We're going to continue the next video, and then we'll go back to this. We'll go back to this. Don't worry, guys. We'll go back.
Because we're not a good fit doesn't mean you have to be an asshole.
They want you to stay on the back burner in case they can't find anyone better. No man is playing the long game with you. It's either a yes or a no. You're not investing in us, and we've walked away. No more friendship bullshit. Men have finally realized that being friends with a woman who rejected you will get you used for your time and resources. There's literally no return on investment. If a man eventually plays the long game, he'll be settled for after the woman has been passed around. No, thank you.
How often do you put guys in the friend zone?
How often?
Yeah, with that thing. How often?
I mean, I have a lot of guy friends.
I want you to call one of them and ask them if they want to hook up.
Oh, wait, I knew I've seen you before. I'm calling Jacob Davey.
Okay. So we already see that she's got somebody in mind immediately, name drops them and all after asking this question. So we're going to see how this goes. I already think how I know it's going to go, but let's see how this goes. Welcome back, Cassie.
Worst thing ever.
Oh yeah. So, all right. Let's finish this part up and then we'll go back to your story. Okay.
For it. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So the story that he asked her a question. The question that he asked was, how often do you put guys in the friend zone?
When do you put guys in the friend zone?
How often?
Yeah, with that thing. How often?
I mean, I have a lot of guy friends.
I want you to call one of them and ask them if they want to hook up.
Oh, wait, I knew I've seen you before. I'm calling Jacob Davey.
Jacob Davey.
You really just named dropped him. I'm leaving that in.
This is going to be really humbling if nobody answers me.
What up?
Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing. Why?
I just want to talk really fast.
With?
I just okay, you know how with you. I feel bad because I was kind of curving you the whole time I was at home.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
No, but do you want to fuck when I come back?
No.
Why?
That's I thought you, but not like that. You're I don't know. You're just I don't know how to say it without being. I don't know. You good. We'll hang out soon.
What he meant to.
Yo, I wasn't expecting for her to get the no. I really wasn't. I was expecting for her to get the yes. Okay, cool. She knew that he had a crush on her for a while.
Right.
But, I was expecting for her to get the yeah, sure. I'm totally down when you get here, when you come back. But like she said, she ghosted him when she came home, and he was just all right, well, he accepted it. And then he picked up her phone call, he answered, he was down to talk. But then when she asked him the question, he seemed apprehensive.
Yeah, he was definitely not with it. I mean, it could have been as simple as he is seeing someone, and just doesn't want. I feel like a lot of guys have I don't know, when they have options, they tend to I don't know. I think guys lately they're not very truthful,
Soft Rain asks, what's the percentage of guy friends saying yes versus the guy friends saying no? If we were going to challenge and try this, let's say we were going to try this with you, right? Just because you're available.
Right.
How many of your guy friends do you think would say yes by percentage?
Oh my gosh. Not in a conceited way, but probably at least 75%. Yeah.
At least 75%.
For
now,
sure.
out of that 75%, we're, like I said, this is the straight truth, guys. Out of that 75%, what percentage do you think that you might say yes to, if the right situation presented itself?
Oh gosh. Geez, maybe maybe a little close to 50%. Maybe it's just because of where I'm at right now, and just I don't know. I'm not one to just go and have sex with someone. It's just not something I do.
But no, I mean if the right situation presented itself.
Yeah, I would. They'd probably 75%.
Probably 50 of the 75.
Let's do
not
80.
bad.
Let's keep it real, 80.
80. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Look, I have said this for years, that there is a reason that most of the guys are kept around. I've said it for years.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I think that that's actually prudent planning.
For sure.
Like if you got a bunch of guys that are into you, and I do think that it's very important that someone is actually into you when you guys are going to either date or see each other, even be cool. I think that's very important that somebody's into you in some type of way. The reason why is because of the way that people treat you when they actually like you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a huge difference between someone that only they're okay versus, hey, you know what, I like this motherfucker. You know what I mean? They treat you completely differently, both men and women. It's not gender specific.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm definitely with the whole, that's definitely a vice versa thing.
Oh yeah, let's keep going.
Say is the milk's gone bad and he doesn't want it now. She honestly thought she was the main character. Her ego is hurt, now she'll want him. Weird gender.
Guys get friend-zoned, but girls get fuck-zoned. A boy stops talking to us suddenly after he gets a girlfriend, or starts ghosting us after we reject his first move. A friendship that we valued, we thought mattered, if only just a little to him, turned out not to matter at all. But in the end, we're the bad guys. We're the ones who lead the good guys on. Of course, we should just expect that's what you always want. We should just expect that friendship is never as valuable as a twist of our hand. They got friend-zoned. They only lost another girl, another rejection. But we lost a friend, someone we thought was worth more. We lost a friend.
Give me a break. So we're supposed to be friends after getting rejected? And protect you, chauffeur you, and take you out on dates. These women are users. What a very bad take. A man and woman can never be just friends. Move on if you get rejected, or you risk getting used.
So I just found out.
Now, I will have to disagree on one part there.
Yeah.
I think that a man and woman can be friends.
They can. My absolute best friend is a male, and he has never tried to make it past me. He's never even told me like, oh my gosh, you look so hot. Like he'll be like, you know, you're a pretty girl, Cassie, and you're very sweet, but like that was it. Like, and that was when we first met. We've known each other for 8 years. He's never crossed the line. I feel like it's nice to have a best friend, especially as the opposite sex, because it's nice to have like a man's true like advice and opinion. Like he keeps it real with me. He's not going to sugarcoat things. And if I'm in the wrong as a woman in a relationship, he has no issue letting me know, you know, that way
So he always keeps it 100 with you.
Yeah, always. Like no matter what. Like he's not afraid to hurt my feelings. He keeps it real, you know, and
does he ever tell you about his relationships?
He does, yes.
Okay, so he lets you know that he's seeing other people.
Yes, and he's actually been in the same relationship for a while now. I don't think it's a good one, but I'm supportive. It makes him happy, so I listen.
Do you know her?
I do know her, yes.
Do y'all communicate?
Her and I, no. I mean, if we were to see each other, or if like they were together and he wants to hang out, like her and I, we get along. You know what I mean? It's about him. It's not really about us. So I mean, we get along because we don't have nothing bad against each other. You know what I mean? And he's not one of those people to be like, oh well, you know, Cassie thinks this or that about it. Like whatever we talk about stays between us, and he's my best friend. If they're really your best friend, it's hard to see certain things, but you'll support them and you'll be there for them. Sometimes people have to just learn the hard way, and they need a friend to just be there for them.
So Soft Rain wants to know, do you let new prospects know you have a male best friend?
Not right off the top, because like one, he lives in another state right now. He just moved, but like that doesn't keep us from talking. You know what I mean?
I mean, the technology is amazing. Doesn't matter where you live.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you live. But I mean, I don't know if they ask, like, and I don't know, a lot of people believe in the whole, like, you know, when you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have friends of the opposite sex. I don't believe in that. I mean, unless that person has disrespected what we have going on, then, you know, if you really care about me, you have to fix that. But if not, like, I just don't believe in that. Like,
well, I would hazard a guess that part of the reason why this is fine is because you and him have never had romantic interest. You guys have not messed around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that it would be different if you guys had romantic interest at some point in time and had messed around.
Right. And I mean, I'm still like friends with people that I've, been with romantically. We don't talk because I feel like there's no reason to. But I mean, if I were to see them somewhere, like, hey, how you doing, kind of thing. But I don't stay in contact really with.
Right, you're not trying to hang out with them and go to the movies
Yeah.
and go to your favorite
Yeah.
concerts and.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's a whole lot more into that because it kind of depends like how it ended. You know what I mean? Like, if it was like a mutual thing, like, oh, like we're just really not feeling this. Like, I don't know. I've had that where like I tried to, he was like one of my good friends. We tried to date. We had one argument and we were like, you know what, like, we've been friends for so long, like, let's not even do this. So we just, like, cut it off right the back. I guess it just has to do with, like, maturity and, you know what I mean, whether you really care about the friendship that you have. And so, I mean, we're still friends to this day. We don't talk as much, but, I mean, before there's too much damage done, it's just.
Do you think that ruined your friendship?
I don't think it ruined it. I mean, we don't talk as much, which does kind of suck, you know what I mean? But I truly believe if I was in a pickle and I needed help, that they would help me because we never did
there's no
anything
bad blood.
to hurt each other. Yeah, we never did anything to hurt each other. It was just a disagreement on a thought. And I'm one of those people, like, I can agree to disagree. I get it. Everyone has their own opinion. I'm not going to not like you or not be your friend because we don't have the same opinion. Otherwise,
I get that.
what's the point of even having an opinion,
Yeah. So Sovereign had a follow-up question. She said, do you think that having a male best friends, do you think that may prevent you from finding the one? If you even believe in the one?
I don't think so, honestly, because if they are the one, they're going to meet him, and you can catch a vibe. If you really pay attention, you can catch a vibe. You can tell whether there's been history there or not. Like,
that's I always say that.
Yes, absolutely. And I've run into a couple of those, like, with my ex, where I'm like, y'all got some history, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I could tell, like, there's still some kind of, like, emotional connection. Like, you can just feel it and you can tell. If anyone was to meet him, which my ex actually did meet him, and he could tell, like, yeah, like, y'all are like brother and sister. Like, he did not make him feel uncomfortable at all. And so, like, he was okay with it. Some people aren't okay with it, and I can respect that, but, if they're your best friend and you've known them all your life, I'm not going to cut them off just because it makes you feel, insecure. I mean, I shouldn't have to do that. Like, they're my best friend. Like, I don't know. I don't believe
I always say this. You know if just by the way that somebody says someone's name, if they have any type of history. When you confront them or talk to them about it, or they're telling you a story, you can tell by the way they say their name. That's just me. But here's the thing. I don't believe in the one. I don't believe in the one. Nope. There's too many people on Earth for that to be a statistical probability. I think human pair bonding is a lot more simple than just the one. I think it's also about your mindset, the type of person that you could be, type of people that they are. But, like, I'm never going to go into it thinking, oh, have I found the one? Knowing that, like, I'm in a country that has 50 states and, like, several territories. There are several hundred countries on the earth, 9 continents. You know what I mean? 8 of them are inhabited by people. It's like, I would never think, oh, well, the one is going to be in Kansas.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think there are
I feel that
we can be with. It's just about the mindset. To be honest, most people could be with most people.
Yeah.
Most people could be with most people. It's all about the way that things are going. And to be honest, it's not a stretch to think that some people are designed for, like, polygynous relationships. I think that some people function better when there's an extra set of hands. But it's not. I was gonna say it's not the Tez show, but it kind of is. But we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to This video.
Boy who likes me, who I don't like back, is finally moving on from me because I rejected him. Maybe I was kidding. Maybe I do like you now. I'm not liking someone else.
What do women even want? You stay, they say you're desperate. You move on, they get jealous. This isn't cute. This isn't something to be proud of.
Benefits do you get from having him as a friend?
So the benefits that I get is like he can tell me like what guys are into me and what guys aren't.
What benefits does he get from having you as a friend?
All right, it's you.
It's different perspectives. Every person is different. People are just people. If we like the same things, why can't we be friends? Doesn't matter who you are or what you are.
If somebody tried to rob you right now, do you expect him to try and step in?
I feel like because he is my friend 100%.
If he's going to risk his life for you, what do you think would be an equal benefit for him having you as a friend?
I don't even know how to answer the question right now because like I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
It's kind of a bad question.
I do for you what I would do for anybody. Me, it makes no difference who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get any benefit with being friends with her if I was friends with you.
Right.
You see, men get used in the friend zone. It's always a one-way friendship. It's a good thing a lot of men are waking up. If you ever needed a visual representation of nice guys finishing last, this is it.
Like this. Why? It's why.
Is this a mental illness? Do these women think men are immune?
I mean, she posted that she ignored this guy for an entire year, and then she got upset when he got a girlfriend. That's a little bit weird.
That's dumb. That makes no sense.
Like, she got upset.
Like, she was expecting him to just like be lonely and not ever meet anyone and be happy and have all the things that I think people deserve. You know what I mean? Like, to just wait for you to change your mind? Absolutely not. That is a selfish woman.
Yeah, I would say so.
Immune to rejection?
Yeah,
Nobody likes being rejected. It does something to us. He had feelings for you. You didn't acknowledge him, and he moved on. I don't see the issue here.
Have a little girl talk, okay? If you like a guy, the absolute best thing you can do is friend zone him. I am so dead serious about this. But Nikki, I don't want to put him in the friend zone because I really like him. I understand. But the problem with liking someone is that you give them too much credit before they even prove themselves to you.
Girl, what is in your coffee? What is in this girl's coffee?
I was going to say, she is talking so fast right now. I literally had my ear to the speaker.
Yeah. Look how wide open her mouth is.
She was hyped. Something must have happened.
Something had to have happened. We gonna see.
And also, you don't actually really get to know them. You just like this idea of them in your head. But if you friend zone them, then you're actually getting to know the person and see if you really like them. And you get to see if they're persistent enough to try to get out of the friend zone. I wish I knew that sooner because I feel like I would have been less weird around my crushes if I just friend zoned them.
The friend zone is...
Well, see, I think that's bad advice.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna friend zone somebody to see how hard they're gonna try to get out of it. When I don't know, if somebody friend zones me, I'm like, especially if we don't have a friendship, I'm out like immediately.
Yeah, there's no reason to stick around. Yeah, I get that.
No, like they tell you, I don't like you, I don't want to be around you. Now, in my younger years, I didn't know any better. You know, I'd stick around hoping like she gonna see how good of a guy I am one day. She gonna see what I got to offer. She gonna see all this that I'm putting up. No, that I don't think that way anymore. You know, I don't.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. Why am I gonna exhaust all this effort for somebody that literally just told me that they don't like me?
Yeah, and then just be like, okay, I'll be your friend. Yeah, no thanks. Especially if I don't even know them that well. I'm like, yeah, no. Like, I obviously I'm attracted to you. I feel like there's a connection. If you don't see it, peace out. Like, what do I want to stick around for?
We got a submission from the chat. The chat says, passports go. I can honestly say the one female best friend I had started acting weird once I got married.
Huh.
I have seen, when I've gotten into relationships, I have seen some of my female friends start acting funny. And the funniest part about it is, you know, I had friendships that were left over from before the relationship started. I had friends that had rejected me, and I'm like, well, they're a pretty cool person, and I hate to say it, but like, sometimes if you want to catch a fish, you got to have a smaller fish.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kept them as friends, and they got upset. I've even gotten blackmailed and stalked by some of them.
Yeah. I mean, and for him, like, it could have been I mean, it could be two things. Like either she low key had feelings for him, and so like yeah, it's
Oh no, I think we lost Cassie again, guys. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to wait for Cassie to get back. She's going to come back as usual. We've already been through it once, guys. We're going to go through and finish this video.
Torture. Men are not toys. There's literally no point in pursuing a woman who friend zones you. There's this popular saying, women keep women single. I mean, this is a dumb take. It makes no sense.
They're very different.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
No, shut. Please, let me talk.
Oh, you have a good night.
No, but we can be friends. You don't want to be my friend.
You know, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time for that bull.
A real man will stand up and walk away when he sees the bullshit coming. Don't sugarcoat it, or give the sweet voice or puppy eyes, because that shit doesn't fly anymore. These women are losing their minds on social media, acting all entitled because men are refusing to rot in their goddamn friend zone. They're crying it's unjust, screeching that men are desperate if they linger, or bitter if they leave, and throwing tantrums that guys aren't falling for their crap anymore. These women expect men to sit on the sidelines after rejection, acting as emotional punching bags, free drivers, or cash machines while they chase better options. Now they're stunned men are done, cutting them off cold when friend-zoned, refusing to be used for time or resources. Men aren't dumbasses, they see the friend zone for the fucking scam it is, offering zero payoff. I'm here to tear their bullshit apart, expose their selfish games, and explain why men are ditching them for good. Women have laid it bare. The friend zone is a twisted setup to keep men as backups. They shut a guy down, toss him a let's be friends bone, and expect him to keep orbiting, dishing out attention, favors, or money while they screw around with other dudes. Social media is overrun with their pathetic videos, bitching when men walk away post-rejection. One clip has a woman whining that guys who leave are childish, like they owe her their loyalty after she says no. Another shows a woman mocking a guy for moving on, acting like her pride's wounded because he didn't beg for scraps. They want men to wait forever, hoping to be chosen after she's done with everyone else. Hell no. Men aren't your goddamn consolation prize. The hypocrisy is enraging. Women call men desperate if they stay friends after being rejected, but if they leave, they're jealous or immature. Social media is packed with their shitty takes. One woman demands men stick around to support her, like they're her personal assistants or bodyguards. Another claims guys who walk away are just hurt and should get over it. Are you shitting me? They expect men to swallow rejection, grin like idiots, and keep pouring energy into a friendship that's all take, no give. They post videos gloating about keeping guys on a leash, then lose it when men cut the cord and say, screw this. Decide what you want, you manipulative assholes. This friend zone garbage is pure hell, and men are over it. Social media is full of women acting dumbfounded when guys ghost them after.
So we got a lot to unpack there. Is your mic back? I know I saw you come back in. Well, we'll try to let Cassie get her mic figured out. I'll be talking about this. So, let me tell you, from what I've witnessed and from what I've seen, this is a compound problem. Listen, guys, I'm going to tell you straight up. If someone has put you in the emotional unavailability zone, you have no obligation to stay. But again, don't develop a deep friendship with somebody that's going to be hurt by you leaving because your unrequited romantic love or emotions aren't being given back to you. If she doesn't want to give it back to you, you shouldn't try to coerce her with friendship. If she doesn't want to give it back to you, it's cool to leave. But on the flip side, ladies, you got to let that man go. He's trying to find the love of his life. He's trying to find somebody that loves him back. He's trying to find somebody to give him what he's looking for. And I'm gonna say it. Yeah, guys love sex. I'm sure ladies do too. I'm speaking from a male perspective. Guys love sex. It's so much easier to be with somebody that wants to have sex with you versus trying to, coerce someone else to do it. You're not going to deposit niceness coins into her vending machine until she gives you what you want. Either she wants to give it to you willingly and freely, offering it to you on a silver platter, or you're not going to get it at all. And that's just the take that I have on it. You're not going to get it. So stop trying to be that guy. Just move on with your life. I mean, that's the best way to go about doing that. I can't see any other way if we're being honest. I can't see any other way. We got another video for you guys. Before this guy dives into straight up misogyny, we're gonna watch a different video.
Friend zone. Women rush to say it doesn't exist, but it does. It's just not what they want it to sound like. The friend zone is real. It's when a woman recognizes a man's feelings, rejects him, but still keeps him close enough to benefit from his attention, effort, and emotional support. That's not friendship. That's manipulation dressed up as kindness. They'll say, no woman enjoys putting men in the friend zone. Yet they do it all the time, smiling, texting, keeping conversation alive, just enough to keep him hooked. She may not want him romantically, but she loves the way he makes her feel valued. It's like she gets the benefits of emotional intimacy without having to commit. Meanwhile, that man is stuck hoping she'll change her mind someday. The cruel part is that it's never clear. She'll say things like, I'm not ready right now, or maybe in the future when I figure things out. That's how they keep men on standby. It's not a hard no. It's a soft rejection wrapped in false hope. She knows exactly what she's doing. She doesn't want him gone. She just doesn't want him as a man. She wants the comfort, the validation, the presence, without the commitment. Men stuck in a friend zone often think patience will change her mind. They keep showing up, giving time, listening, helping her through her problems, waiting for the moment she realizes he's the good guy, but that moment never comes. Because the more you act like her emotional support, the less she sees you as a partner. She's already placed you in a category you'll never escape from, the safe, dependable, non-threatening friend. That's why men need to stop accepting that position altogether. If she turns you down, walk away. You're not punishing her, you're protecting yourself. Because the moment you agree to stay in that zone, you give up your power. You stop being a man she could desire and become a man she can depend on for convenience. Women create a friend zone to hold power over men's emotions. And it only exists because men allow it.
And this was based on a really humbling experience where I'm trying to get 4 men together to help me move a really heavy object from point A to point B. Not a far point A to point B either. And I can't do it. It can't be done. I'm in hell. I tried for days, texting every man I know. Can you please come help me move this heavy thing? It's a piece of granite, by the way. I think we can use that as a gauge. Number 1, can you get a group of men to help you move a heavy object from point A to point B? Number 2, how far can you get them to move it? Because what I need is a piece of granite moved about 15 feet. Cannot gather 4 men to do that. Oh, I can't. I'm going to be hung over that day. Oh, I can't. Football is on. Wham. Number 1, they don't make men like they used to. Because how come nobody wants to be helpful? Little helpless old me? You want me to pick up the granite slab? Why? You're not being helpful. Number 2, I need to level up. I need to level up. I need to get hotter. I don't feel like a hot woman without a different skill. Didn't have that granite. Didn't have it time.
This is not telling of how hot you are. This is telling of how many men you've placed in your friend zone. She makes it all about looks and what men are doing wrong, essentially. But this has nothing to do with looks. Good women and good men, by the way, they don't have this issue because they are friends to their friends. They give to their friends, and those friends are there for them. It literally has nothing to do with looks or even gender. She just found out that men are no longer simping. And honestly, this message, it conflicts, right? You can't 1 minute be a strong, independent woman and then the next be referring to yourself as little old me. The bottom line is that a man would move that granite slab to the end of the earth for the right woman. And the right kind of woman is not going to have these sort of expectations for a man that she barely has a relationship with. Honestly, a good woman, no matter what she looks like, she's not going to run into this problem. Most likely, she has good men in her life, whether it's family or friends, true friends, not men that she's friend zoned, or the man that she's in a relationship with. And then that man has his friends come over and help. But even in the more rare occurrence that maybe she has men in her life that aren't physically able to do something like that, or maybe she's new to an area and she hasn't established herself, guess what? That woman is not going to try to utilize men that she barely talks to, that she barely gives effort towards. She's not going to ask that of them, number 1. And number 2, even if she did that, she's not going to expect them to say yes. She'll probably bribe them with something. And I don't mean anything crazy. I mean, bribe him with some food and drink, and maybe he'll show up for you. You know, maybe you'll be building a friendship off of that. But what she's not doing is she's not friend zoning him and trying to utilize her looks and trying to act like there's potential for a relationship when she deep down knows that there isn't. She is purposely manipulating that man. And that's what I'm talking about. Men have smartened up to that. They know the real signs of a woman that is showing genuine interest versus a woman that is just trying to get something out of him. And
Well, I mean, there's a huge thing there. There's a huge thing about being a useful man. there's a huge thing about being a useful man. You can be a useful man and not be desired by the person that you're useful to. You have resources, you have strength, you have skills, you might have a lot of things going for you. You might even be good looking. I think that a lot of men have wisened up to this and said, I'm no longer going to be the guy in the friend zone. I'm not going to be the friend that people are they're needing, because that's not what I'm looking for in my life. And I think that's perfectly fine if you're a man that has said that. I think it's perfectly fine to say, I'm not going to be friends with this woman. Girl, go find the love of your life, and maybe he's got some friends that'll help you, but you don't need me. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. If you guys have no physical connection, you guys have no, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Friends with benefits and stuff like that, benefits with friends, whatever. If y'all got none of that going on and you want to bounce, or she wants to bounce, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly okay to say, this is not what I want in my life. It's perfectly okay to say, hey, you're a cool person. This is not good for me. And move forward. The signs of manipulation are there. Nobody has to accept being manipulated, man or woman.
I've seen all over social media. It's out there all the time where women.
It's happening quietly. Men are walking away from the friend zone, and most women haven't even noticed. For years, men were expected to jump at every call, fix every problem, and offer free help just because it came from a woman. But that era is ending. Men are starting to see through the manipulation disguised as friendship. Take this, for example. A woman needs help moving or setting something up. Instead of calling her girlfriends, she hits up 4 different guys she calls friends. Not because they're closest to her, but because she assumes they'll show up for free. No payment, no exchange, no appreciation. Just the assumption that their time and energy are hers to use. That's not friendship. That's entitlement. Modern women love to say, we're just as strong and capable as men. But the moment a task requires effort or responsibility, suddenly it's, can you help me real quick? They want equality when it's convenient, and chivalry when it benefits them. Men are no longer falling for that. If you're truly independent, prove it. Stop expecting men to carry your load while preaching empowerment online. Men have...
Yeah, we can leave him there. Welcome back, Cassie.
Hi, I apologize. I am a CNA for hospice, and all my patients are just deciding to call me all at one time. I am so sorry.
Hey, it happens. So, where we're at is if you can't turn down your radio, so we don't hear the feedback. So one of the things that we've been talking about here is trying to say when it's okay to exit the friendship.
I don't know. I mean, if they're, I don't know. I'm one of the, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not like one to just like, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, like I'm not going to be your friend anymore. But I mean, if it's like affecting my life or the lifestyle that I believe in, because I'm friends with all kinds of different people. If it's going to affect me in some kind of way, especially because I have children, then I will respectfully have to back off. You can either understand it or not understand it. That's on you. But if it's going to affect me in some kind of way, I have to back off.
Yeah, I would think that'd be the smart way to do things. Not hurting yourself, not hurting others, but just making sure that you can collect your own peace.
For sure, yeah.
Oh yeah. Soft Rain said that's why she does it on her own. I don't blame you, Soft Rain. I really don't. In our next segment, we're gonna head over to the Taco Verse. That's what I call it, by the way. I don't know if you knew that, but I call it the Taco Verse. We're gonna head over to the Taco Verse. We're gonna listen to a story from a woman who says she got friend zoned by her male friend. As always, we haven't watched these stories beforehand, so this is a live reaction right now on the TezDown. This is Tez and Cassie on the TezDown right now. Let's go.
And I really thought at some point, or there were some signs that he was kind of into me. I know you're thinking workplace crushes are a terrible idea.
Workplace crushes are the worst idea.
And maybe I'm just looking for some sort of ego boost to know if he actually liked me. Because even I know it would not be a good scenario for us to date anyways. We come from 2 different worlds. I like I don't know, certain things. He likes certain things. I don't think we'd be compatible, but we have great chemistry. You know how that goes. Just
AKA, I want to suck yo.
Little actions he would do, which he would come into where I would work, my area, grab water a lot. He did this very recent, like a few months after I started working there. So just thought it was so random of him to do that. We have hung out before, once in a group, other times have been one-on-one, only one-on-one, but that's been sporadic throughout, since September, basically.
I got to stop her real quick. Now, I don't want to keep stopping her. I want to let her story go on. But, I'm going to ask, since somebody else is in the room with me today, so I have the luxury of that. Thank you for coming in as many times as you have today, Cass. We appreciate that in your presence, knowing that you are a busy lady. I got to ask, like, if you want to hang out with a guy, do you just tell him?
No.
So, okay, I'm going to say it. Don't you think it's a little bit counterproductive in the post Me Too society for a woman to not tell a guy she wants to hang out with him?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I guess because I'm so busy, like I just don't have the time to really, I don't know, ask anyone. They always just ask me.
So on this show, which I know you're not familiar with this terminology, but on this show and in the RSC collective, one of the things that we talk about is how tired women are today.
Hell to the yeah.
And the phenomenon of the tired woman is something that I don't understand yet. I'm trying to find the right answers. I'm trying to see all about it, but I think a lot of it has to do with the weight that is perceived on your shoulders. So I think that most women, when they're looking for men, they look for men to, make their lives easier.
In a way, I mean, yeah, I believe that, and I mean, I can kind of see why. Like, me as a single mom of 3, like, yeah, it would be nice to not have to do everything, but for me personally, it's more like I just want someone that like can help me with like the big decisions. Like being a parent is so hard, and 2 of my children have disabilities that are so much different, and they're just not a combination. And so it's just nice to have this support. It's not really so much like, oh, do this, do that for me. I'm used to doing things on my own, so I just don't expect it, but it's more like the hard decisions that I just want someone to like know whether it's the right thing to do. It's hard to just think on my own. I guess sometimes after a while I'm always doing something.
Okay, we're gonna come back. We're gonna ask you some more questions about this. Let's see what this lady has to keep saying about the man she's been seeing sporadically, but has found out that she's gotten friend zoned by him at work.
And we got our nose pierced together. He acted nervous around me.
So said he paid for
would like
everything.
to FaceTime me, call me, text me, like periodically, throughout the week. I would say, always would see me every single day at work, say hi to each other every single day, like little chit chat. I don't think there's like one day where we don't say hi to each other. There's that.
I have to point out this comment first. It says he sounds like a great girlfriend. That's the #1 comment on her page right now. He sounds like a great girlfriend.
That's hilarious.
It's from a woman, Jackie Still X 99. A woman says this.
And he just would act protective of me if I tell him about a situation about some other guy. But mind you, he was the one asking me questions about my own like dating situation. So I'm like, okay. I would never offer up anything. He would ask me about it. And he would also ask me for scenarios with girls. And he just barely did this like just recently. I can't remember why, but it just started to feel very random that he started bringing up other situations with girls. Mind you, there wouldn't be any active girls he would be talking to, but it was more just like an interest in a girl. But yeah, he'd always talk to me all the time. And I just kind of thought he was just tiptoeing over the situation with us because we worked together. Just recently, he
kind of was, but we'll let her keep going.
He's calling me, acts like he cares, or he's flirty with me a little sometimes too. And, you know, I just was like, hey, like, are you actually trying to be a friend? Or, you know, I'm just trying to get, because I let him know I'm normally not friends with guys. I don't know how to be friends with guys. Never had a guy friend really. Maybe back in elementary school, but not recently as an adult. I don't have at least attractive guy friends, you know, and that's something I've been trying to navigate with this situation with this person. And even though I know we're not compatible, I'm still attracted to him, unfortunately. And so he was like, yeah, actually, I get nothing out of this whole, in a nice way. He was just like, I get nothing out of pretending to be your friend. Like, you know, like I feel like you're really chill. You're really cool. And yeah, he would say weird things too. Like, oh, Ashley, I feel like we can really help each other out. You know, if we go out, you know, and I don't know, you can help me like find someone. I'm like, okay. But then he was like, hey, like, yeah, there's guys at my work there's guys at work interested in you. And I was like, oh, really? Who? So he named a guy, and the guy was very like, not very attractive, like conventionally not attractive. And I was like, okay, who else is interested? And he wouldn't even tell me who these other guys are. So I thought that was strange. Like, you're going to give me someone that obviously isn't super attractive. You're going to give me somebody that's like, at least he couldn't even name other people. So I thought that was really strange. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna call it out, you know, not just because I'm a guy, but because of the truth. He also wanted to make sure that like the guy wasn't gonna replace him.
Exactly. I was going to say, it seems like he just wants to fuck, to be honest.
I mean, we'll find out. I'm pretty sure at some point she's gonna offer him some.
Thinking way too much into it. Basically told me, he's like, yeah, you know, I see you as a friend. And what's weird is that a few days prior to me asking that question, I'm in somebody else's office to do some work for them. And he comes in and, you know, he acts nervous. And once he leaves, the associate of mine, she's like, I think you make him nervous. And then I'm like, really? Does he not normally act like that? And she's like, no. So I'm like, okay, you know, interesting. So anyways, I finally get him to really say what's going on. He's like, yeah, I see you as a friend and blah, blah, you're chill. And I was like, wow, so you really don't see me that way? And he's like, no, like, I just don't. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, you know, my feelings are really hurt right now. And now things are a little awkward at the office and I have to see him here and there. I avoid him at all costs now. But the thing is, forgot to mention is that before the phone call ended, he's like, I feel like you don't want to be my friend anymore. And it's like, no, I just need to process this. And mind you, I never told him I liked him. I basically was just more butthurt that he didn't see me that way. And I told him that.
Okay, so maybe the problem is like she never really expressed that she liked him.
Yeah, so maybe he's afraid of rejection too.
Sounds like it.
However, that's not the entire truth. I actually do have like a mini crush. I have a crush on him. Fuck it, I do. And it's kind of annoying and it sucks. And it's just hard to see him at work and we're not anything. We're just kind of strangers again. And I think he does want to be my friend still. It's just really hard for me to be his friend because he does talk about situations and scenarios, possible scenarios with other girls. And it just really annoys me. I thought he was doing this to make me jealous at first, but you know, I honestly have to believe if a guy tells me they're not interested, they're not interested. However, his body language and his actions show differently. And maybe he is not trying to get involved with a coworker. But at the same time, I thought if a guy really liked you, they would just tell you. So
the coworker situation seems to make this more complicated.
Yeah, I've done that before and it's just don't do it.
Yeah, coworker relationships don't work. They're bad for business.
I don't know. This is a situation I've never dealt with before, but I am pretty bummed out and actually pretty sad that I wouldn't have him as a friend. It's not like I don't want to be his friend. It's just really hard to be his friend and I can't be his friend. And I really realized that guys and girls cannot be friends. You have to not be attracted to them. Yeah. And I really didn't think I was attracted to
No, I don't believe that either, but we'll keep going.
him at first. I think my attraction really did grow after just kind of getting to know his personality. But at the same time, I know that chemistry and personality is not going to be the end all be all for a successful relationship. But I just still feel really like bummed out and sad that it has to kind of be this way. And I think he still wants to be my friend maybe, but I just can't be his. And I see him in the office all the time. And now things are a little like awkward and I don't know, it just makes me sad, you know, like losing a friend kind of. And obviously I care for him. I think he cares for me too. However, I was starting to feel like a little used because all he would do is talk to me about dating and ask me like scenarios with me and then like scenarios with potentially other girls. And I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot handle this. Like,
I think at that point she should have cut him off and been like, hey, bro, why don't we just get together?
Yeah, she should have just said how she was feeling, because it's clear that she did not express that.
She didn't express it, which means he would not know. You know what I mean? And a lot of men, especially, we compartmentalize things. You know, we compartmentalize. We make sure that when we're talking to a chick, that we know what's going on with her. Either is this business or is this pleasure? And we try to draw the line fairly early.
all he does is ask or talk about girls and wants my opinion. I just started to feel like, is this a genuine friendship? Is it not? I don't know if I even explained everything, but I'm just really, really bummed out about the situation and just wish things were different. I don't know why I even got myself involved. I don't know why I romanticize this person so much in my head. It should not.
That's because I feel like most women want what they can't have.
Have been the case. I did this to myself, to be honest, but I also really didn't know any better. I really thought I could handle like a whole workplace situation. But again, it was my own fault for romanticizing a situation that shouldn't have been romanticized. Just dumb. Like I said, I'm just bummed out. But things are kind of weird now with us. So I don't know if they'll ever get back to normal. I think I just had to reset my mind. And maybe we could be friends in the future, but I don't know. It just sucks anyways.
I also feel like if she got this guy, she wouldn't want him anymore. But this video seems to be about a year old. We're going to check in with Rants with Ashley and see what's going on her page and if she found love with this other guy. Let's find out.
Hey.
Nope. Silent. See, the secret to having a guy obsession with you, how to get him to chase again. Don't date a guy who's always playing victim. How to handle a disrespect as a pretty girl. That's subjective. The meanest woman to get the best treatment from men. The woman who proposed to her boyfriend after 14 years is obvious rage bait. He is with you because you're convenient. 3 signs you're prettier than you realize. Okay, so maybe he's not with her because she's kind of a headache, even though she's a good person, right?
Maybe.
Men are very calculated. One strict dating rule that I live by. Maybe he saw your TikTok, sweetie.
I was going to say, maybe he saw these, maybe he ran to these videos and was like, what the fuck?
Let's normalize not giving men a second chance. The minute a man shows you how willing he is to disrespect you, especially if you guys are in the early stages, you're not officially together, but if you guys have been talking for a bit and he's already doing like shady stuff behind your back, you know, he asks you to forgive him, that's already showing you what.
Yeah, maybe he saw all of this. There's one called Outsmart Men, Friendship Advice, Love Island.
Oh, Outsmart Men? Oh, hell no.
35,000 viewers, followers, 2 million likes. For the girls, he saw your TikTok, Ashley.
Oh, hell yeah, he did.
Why don't we visit Cassie and put Cassie on? If you guys have TikTok, follow Cassie.
Yes, do.
It's that which I'm trying to find you on here.
Girl, Cassie 25.
There we go.
Don't forget 25.
That girl Cassie 25. Let's find you. Okay, there we go. There you are. Let's play something from your library. Let's see what you got here.
I've been feeling like a bad bitch, oh God.
Oh, I can't play music. No. We got a Dallas Cowboys, man. Y'all make sure y'all give Cassie some love. Let's see what she talk about.
You could put my balls on a pita bread with some hummus and tahini and eat that to the face. You feel me? Mind your fucking business. Nobody asked you anything. And you could put my balls.
No, that's probably the funnest TikTok I ever made. I'm not even gonna lie. I was definitely in a mood that day. I said, yo, this is the TikTok. This is the mood for today.
Hey, I'm down.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt, but you can't keep a gangster down, bitch. You can't keep a gangster down. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt.
Yep.
These are great. These are great.
I've been feeling like a bad.
No, I can't play the music. Let's find another. Let's see what else we talking about.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
It's Britney, bitch.
Oh,
I got so much love on that one.
Hey, they love Britney Spears. You're talking about something in this one, right?
I don't care what anybody says, I'm a fucking 10, okay? Maybe it's in pesos, but it's a legitimate currency.
Legitimate currency. All right. Hey, that's funny. You got a dancing video here? Yeah, a lot of these have music that this platform doesn't like. So you guys check in with that girl Cassie. That girl Cassie's on here. We could go back to our story time real quick.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's go.
I was on a date. I thought it was a date.
Thought it was a date.
One day, she went on a trip, and she just happened to be in the city that I was going to like the next day.
Damn.
So I hit her up, and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be out there. Like, you know, we should link up when I get out there." I end up looking up some place to Instacart some flowers from, stuff like that. We get to the dinner, we chopping it up, everything going good. Before the flowers get a chance to get to the restaurant, she was like, right now I'm just networking and, meeting you. I just feel like you would be a super dope friend and somebody to know and network with and things like that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, flowers on the way. So the Instacart guy called the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I answered the call and I'm like, oh, I gotta take this. I'll be back. Blew the shit out of her. She looking like, damn, if it was a bitch, you could have just took the phone call. Like, I ain't even know that with you. So she fake blew. I'm like, cool, whatever. So I go outside, grab the flowers, come back, give her the flowers. It was 2 dozens of roses. You know what I'm saying? Give her the flowers. And I just flip it like, you just finished some grad school classes for the semester. It's just a little celebration. It ain't shit, whatever. Salty to the motherfucker. Salty to the motherfucker. And basically, I got Friendzone. Hard.
Damn.
In person. Boundary. Boom. Network. Homie. Fuck is you talking about? All that. I feel like a lot of people would have got bitter in that situation, stop hitting her up, or like, I ain't looking for no friend. I ain't on that. Whatever. And she's bad though. On top of that, like cold. I stayed cool with her, right? We chopped it up. She real cold on the business side. And she ended up telling me, man, y'all should start taking donations for what y'all do with the young kids in the city or whatever like that. I'm like, yeah, I don't really into donations and stuff. Like, we know how to figure out ways to make money to take care of stuff. She like, nah, like.
So we're saying.
Oh, man, we missed the end of that. But hey, we know how that one turns out. We know how that one turns out. Cassie. Okay, so we asked you a couple questions on here. We got a little bit left before we finish up with the show today.
Okay.
So we asked you a couple questions on here, and so all in all, if we're being honest about how we feel, I think that it's very important that there be some type of attraction, that the person actually likes you, even if you guys are just friends. Even because there is no formula for finding out who's your forever partner.
For sure.
There's no formula for this. There's no way to know exactly who this person is going to be unless you actually are seeing this person in this light. But
right.
I think it's good if you can tell this person actually likes me.
For sure.
They treat you better.
Yeah.
And that goes both ways. If you think he's cute and he thinks you're cute, you guys are probably going to have a better friendship than man, I don't want to hang out with my ugly friend today.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Do people not treat people better when they think they're attractive?
I mean, I've seen it, yeah, but I'm not like that, so I don't know. I don't look at that. I can just tell on the inside, and that determines whether I'm cool with you or not, honestly.
Chat 333, classic codes. I think it's time for our slogan. They perfect on the panel, y'all. They perfect on the panel. Nothing wrong with them being perfect on the panel. So with that being said, Cassie, so did you know that I'm a part of a coalition of content creators?
I didn't.
So I'm a part of a coalition of content creators. We have formed the Raw Society Coalition so that we can better further our mission of working together and in tandem, and also being able to have support. So kind of like the TikTok families, how they work. That's kind of what we've done, except we bumped it up a notch. We're not just on there talking. You know what I'm saying? We're working. We're working.
For sure.
We're turning this into a whole takeover of the content creation space known as the YouTube.
Love that.
So
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, so we have a thing called the Queen's Codes, right?
Okay.
It's where other content creators from all over and regular women join, and they have time to themselves.
Huh? What's that?
I'm gonna play a clip from the Queen's Codes for you.
Let's do it.
And then I'm gonna play our video, and then I'm gonna ask you if you'd be a part of it. But why don't you take a look at it first before you make up your mind?
For sure.
Let's go watch an excerpt from the Queen's Codes. Let's back them up a little bit.
Rain. And is that Mama V? Nah, I don't think. No, you're not Mama V. Reg, you're not. Yeah, that's not Mama V.
So, can I
It's
speak
just-
to the comment that said women back in the day with the third grade education? Well, that's all they had was a grade education, so they had time to take care of the household. They didn't have to go to work.
all day.
That
Right.
that was they work. That was they work. So
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, the truth of the matter is too, ladies. Just to add to what y'all talking about, y'all know if all y'all pack it up and stop working, men will make more money. Y'all know that, right?
hey, I'm good. I'm good with that. Hey, hey, let
Mike,
me stay home.
Ray, Mike, check. Yeah, I think I got it.
Is it working now?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Wait,
Let's go.
I think it's working on my laptop. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me put it back on my laptop.
Let's get right. Let's get right. Everybody drop them threes for Ray getting that audio together.
I wasn't satisfied yet. What is he not doing?
Ray, it's all of us. It's all of us, Ray. No man here has disagreed. It's all of us, Ray. It's him.
We gotta ask. We gotta let them ask that question. Okay, that's funny.
But most men are of the belief that women are impossible to satisfy. Like I said it, I think yesterday on the stream. If you check all the boxes, she'll make new boxes. There'll be more boxes. You'll get a brand new, fresh list of boxes if you check all the boxes, or you get hit with the on board. Don't be perfect. Don't be tall, together, financially straight. Check all compassionate. Got enough free time, but if you busy enough too, don't be perfect. Don't pull up perfect. Then you're boring. I'm bored. Right? No problem. No arguments. Nothing to solve. Masculine to tell you what to do. Don't be perfect. Right? Look at the fellas. I'm just taking the census. I'm just talking to the answer 333. He agreed. Joe Jett said, I think a good woman will elevate the man's ability to avoid being in a situation like that because she'll know she's playing herself, being with a guy, not up the par. Big Sco said 333. Soul said, y'all got it. We know what that means. The TezDown said insatiable. Yup. Correct me if I'm wrong. Said impossible. Brandy voice. Impossible. So who wants to start? We can just popcorn this thing. Who wants to go first? Get it, straighten us out. Tell us what satisfaction looks, sounds, feels like. Go. Who wants to go first?
I think the real question is, who are these women that he's dating that he hasn't found one to be satisfied yet? What is he not doing?
Ray, it's all of us. It's all of us, Ray. No man here has disagreed. It's all of us, Ray. It's him, it's me, it's him, it's McBride got a whole wife at home. He agreed. So get us together.
Then you guys are looking at the wrong women then.
Talk to
You're
us,
looking in
Ray.
the wrong places.
Tell us how it is in Costa Rica. Go ahead.
I mean, what I'm my point of view of me as a Latina, right? Like, you know, guys, like how the stereotype of Latinas are like we yell a lot and all we're kind of like crazy and all that stuff. The thing is, again, like there's like different point of views. So if I see myself, if I'm an empty person, then even if you gave me the whole world, me, if I think I'm have like an empty personality, empty mind, I'm not gonna be able to appreciate everything that you do for me. So yeah, I will have to fix myself first to be able to compare, like, okay, what is the effort that you're giving into maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all please tap into the Queen Codes. Miss Cassie.
Yes.
You have a request from the First Lady, which is Soft Rain that you just saw on there. She would love to have you on the Classic Codes, the Queen's Codes version.
That's awesome. I would love that.
So, Soft Rain, why don't you go ahead and add Cassie on TikTok and then DM Cassie all of the information that you'd like to DM her about this. Any other women that are watching right now, Soft Rain, if you could put the email address that you were using to curate and add people into it, go ahead and put it in the chat box. But we have a show coming up, and on that show, we'll have all of us live here in Chicago via the suburb of Darien, Illinois. And here's a little bit of video from the last one.
You got that glow. Saying that, hey, what you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. We don't like that. We don't like that at all. But give them a reason to keep hating on us. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, oil farming, how I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. Real life, I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from
You guys tap in with the Raw Society Collective or Coalition. I always say collective. I don't know why. I always say collective, but oh man, they didn't get to see the video, did they? Did they see the video? Did it pop up for you, Cassie?
It was kind of frozen.
Oh, it popped up. Okay, I see it on the playback of the stream. So yeah, it was there. So yeah, go ahead and she said conversations with Soft Rain at gmail.com. For any of the other ladies that are watching and you'd like to participate in one of our panels, please email conversations with Soft Rain. Rain spelled like a title reign, or rain spelled like a reign as a monarch, or that type of thing. Go ahead and conversations with Soft Rain at gmail.com. So that's where it's going to be. Queen's Code is going to be taking place, I believe, later on this week. They want to get a show together and carve out a block of time. All of us will be watching.
Nice.
So the Queen's Code usually takes place once a month. I would like to get it maybe once a week if possible, but we'd have to have committed ladies that want to be a part of the podcasting space, as well as giving their opinions and hopefully help us guys out to understand you a little bit better.
Love it.
Yeah, that is the real goal. The real goal is to try to understand things. So as you can see, it's an open space for women to say what they feel, what they think, without being judged, without having a bunch of men in the same space, down talking them, over talking them, being boisterous, or all those things that people get accused of in these spaces. Nobody yelling at them. It is the Queen's Cult. It is a woman's space. And I don't believe that any men are going to be on the panel this time. I believe that it was started that way just so we had a way to run it. But now Soft Rain is taking that mantle, and she is gonna have you ladies and host for all of you.
Period. Love it.
So thank you for that, Soft Rain. What else do I got from us? I think we were in the middle of you telling us a story when you dropped off. Do you remember what that story was, Cassie?
About being blocked.
Yes, please tell us the story.
Oh, that's so funny. It's awful. I want to say I left off of the part where he, we were talking for a while. He gave me his location right away. He was he understood, or says he understood my past, so he wanted to make me feel secure and have no doubts. Cool, whatever. Well, then he had this Vegas trip coming up. And mind you, I pay attention to pattern, okay? I can tell when someone switches up before they even notice they switch up. I'm blessed, I guess I'll say. So instantly my intuition kicked in, and I was just like, something about this Vegas trip just is not right. Like, I felt it in my soul, my gut, but I said, whatever, like, you go have fun. Cool. We talked the whole time that he was, quote unquote, driving to the airport to pick up his homie, who was a guy. And after that, we didn't really talk much. And I'm like, well, this is weird. He's always done great to, like, find a way to talk to me. He'll FaceTime me while he's at work. I feel like not a lot of men do that. So I'm like, cool, like, he's super single. All right. Well, then I get a message from one of his friends at 2 a.m. asking if she knows me. And I'm like, well, I see y'all are from the same agency on TikTok. Like, I'm thinking he's telling the homies about me. I'm feeling great about myself, right? Cool.
You're not a secret. You're not a secret is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not a secret. Like, this is awesome. It was exciting, right? Wrong. That was his girlfriend. So I'm like, what? And like, I didn't really see it coming. Like, he didn't really give me that vibe, And I was just like, what? And so I'm like, okay, cool. Instead of him, like, just coming to me and, like, talking to me about it, he straight up ghosted me. So I was just like, what the heck? Like, that's jacked up.
You got ghosted from this guy?
Yes, he ghosted me. He blocked me off TikTok. He turned off his location. He blocked me on the phone. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, this chick is sending me screenshots of them together. And I'm like, wow, like, she's torturing me. And I'm like, this is awful. And she's like, yeah, we're in the same hotel together. And I'm like, what? Like, this is just wild. So whatever. We don't talk for like maybe 2 weeks, and then he texts me from some random number and is like, "Hey, babe," and I'm like, "Yo, who's this? Like, ain't nobody calling me babe. Like, what are you talking about?" And he's like, you know, trying to like tell me that it's him without telling me it's him, which was weird off the jump. So whatever. I tell him like, "Hey, like if this is you, like just call me. Like that's the only way I'm gonna talk to you. Like I'm not talking to you over text type thing." So he calls me finally, and basically he tells me, actually no, just kidding. He made me a song, Tez.
He wrote you a song?
He made me a song.
Did you like the song?
You know what? I actually did. The beat was a vibe, no lie. I was like, yo, this is actually good, okay? And it was basically explaining what happened. So basically the song was saying like, you know, that he's sorry, someone from his past reappeared, and I guess there was like unanswered questions. Like it was just one of those things where like they got in an argument, stopped talking. There wasn't like closure, I guess. And so of course he still cared about this girl, so he was trying to see like where it was gonna go and stuff like that, which I get that, like that's happened before, cool, but like when she popped back in, you were still talking to me, so then you were talking to both of us at the same time. Like that's crazy. But so I was just like, cool, like I get it, I understand, like I didn't forget, but I'm gonna forgive you. Like just communication's everything. So I took it upon myself to continue to be his friend because I have been in that situation and I get it. It doesn't justify it, you know, but maybe he can learn from it. I don't know, whatever. Nope, wrong answer. I've just been blocked again. So I'm done with that. I'm gonna just trust my intuition from here on out, and I'm just gonna. You know,
so why did you give him so many chances?
I mean, I only gave him two technically. But if he comes back around, which he can't because he's blocked, I don't know. Because I mean, it was one of those things where he's like, I'm like, hey, like, are you okay? Like, I'm just worried about you. Like, I knew the situation, and I asked him up front, like, hey, do you want to work things out with this chick? He's like, yeah, I want to see where it goes. I'm like, I respect that. Like, I just appreciate you finally being up front. You know, so I respected it, and I stayed in that friend zone. I didn't have to, you know, and I was just like, whatever. And we would chat here and there, but then he just kind of like, I don't know, he wasn't there. I just want to make sure he was okay. I noticed one of his TikToks was gone. I thought maybe he blocked me. He said he deactivated it, but, you know, I got homies. So people who, you know, don't be on my panels.
They went and checked out it. They checked it out, yeah.
Yeah, and they sent me the screenshot, and it's there. And I'm like, what the heck, yo? You know? So, and it, you know, we were talking about it on my live just last night, and he freaking hopped in, and I was like, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, at first you had the benefit of the doubt, understanding, patient Cassie, but the second time around, it's like you get the like spicy me. Like, if I feel like you're being sketchy, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, I don't know. It's interesting to me. So yeah, he definitely ghosted me again. This is crazy.
Right. I mean, I get it. I think he like was holding on to hope that you'd stick around.
Yes.
You know, he was holding on to hope that you would stick around, but like he was starting to understand that you weren't just gonna sit there.
Exactly. Yeah, because he was like calling me babe off the back, and like he loved me, this and that. I'm the one, but it was just the wrong timing, and I'm like, cool, but I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for you to figure it out either. Like, you know, I deserve someone in my life too, you know, like.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's actually smart.
For sure.
So I get it. I totally do.
Yeah. I was prepared the second time. I did cry the first time because, you know, when people ghost you, it makes you kind of doubt yourself. Like, oh, did I do something wrong? You know what I mean? And no one likes that. But the second time around, I was like, nah, like I kind of already know how he is. Like I knew the situation, so I was prepared. So I was disappointed, but I definitely wasn't surprised. So dude didn't get one single tear this time. So I mean,
I've been ghosted before. It sucks.
It does. It sucks. It's like, just tell me this isn't for you, or someone can. it's those, like I said, it's those uncomfortable conversations that people don't want to have. But it's got to be
Here's a question:
done.
have you ever ghosted anybody?
Have I ever ghosted anybody? No, actually, I haven't. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't like to have bad blood, and like if I'm just not feeling it, like I let them know, and then they'll either stick around or they won't. You know?
But see, the thing is, you gave them a choice.
Right, I gave them a choice. Yeah, have I thought about it? Yeah, because I knew this person like really, really liked me, and you know, I was just like, oh God, but he was such cool
There's a
people
huge
that I loved
difference.
hanging out with him, you know, and
There's a huge difference between putting somebody in the friend zone and giving them a choice whether to stay in it or not.
yeah.
Like you saying, hey, I don't like you that way. I'm not gonna like you that way. The door is over there. But hey, I think you're a pretty cool person. They can choose to stay. I mean, you probably wouldn't be upset if they left because you gave them a choice and you showed them where the door was. But
I
you didn't
understand.
manipulate them in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You didn't lead them on. You know what I mean? You didn't do any of those things.
For sure. Yeah, I always do my best not to. I mean, I'm a woman, so like, you know, I can be flirty, and you know, I'm single as a Pringle, so I can be flirty, but you know, if I see someone's really, really feeling me and I know for sure you're not my type, I'm gonna let you know. Like, you know, I've had people slide in the DMs like, well, you know, I would love to be your boyfriend, like I would be great. I'm like, hey, like I
You probably
believe
get
it.
at least 5 a day on your channel.
I'm like, dude, I've got to know you. I believe you. I do feel like you would be the sweetest person to me, but you're you know, you're not my type. And I
You
hope
live in
that you
Alaska.
find the best person. Yeah, for real. Like literally, I have kids. We're not all flying over there. The heck.
You live in Alaska.
But you know, the cool thing is he was cool about it, and he was like just grateful that I was still willing to be his friend. You know what I mean? And he hasn't made me feel weird about it. So it's rare. But
So I got to tell you, a portion of our panel are of the Society Coalition is from Texas, and if we do a show in Texas, you got to show up for our show.
I would love to. Oh my gosh, I'd be honored. That's amazing.
Yeah, so we have a couple different shows planned. There is the show again that we talked about that is going to be here in Chicago, and they're going to be coming all the way from Texas to come and see here in the other various places that they might be. You know, they're coming up to Chicago to do this show, and I am appreciative of them doing that, and I think it's going to be a great first show. And I think that you know, more shows in the future, but definitely Texas is on the list.
That's exciting.
Got to show up for that. I'm going to do
I would
two
love
things.
to do some travel. Shoot, I'll travel for y'all.
Make sure you take down that the email conversations with softbrain at gmail.com. It's rain spelled REIGN, like rain, like, you know, ruler rain. And we're gonna go back again to once again, we love having a guest on here. Guys, this is Cassie's TikTok. You guys can subscribe and follow Cassie on TikTok if you so choose. Make sure you guys shout out, throw a galaxy her way. As you can see, she has all types of hilarious content, living her life and doing the things that she does and telling the stories that she tells. And, you know, these are her stories to tell and her life to live. So you guys tap in with Cassie if you'd like to see her stories and what she talks about. You know, even if you're not a Cowboys fan, like I'm not, even if you're not a Cowboys fan, you guys can still go ahead and do that. I have one more thing for you guys. It's a treat. Cass, you gonna stay here and bop out with me to our headliner of the show that we're gonna do. One of the content creators that we have in the Raw Society Coalition is the Classic Codes, also known as B Class, with some dope music. I think I shared some of that music with you the last time that I was on not last night, but the day beforehand. And we're gonna play one of his title tracks right now. It's called Not For Real.
I seen people be so fickle, nothing surprised me. Double-edged sword, though, consider how you looking at everybody sideways. Shit. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like
unfulfilled. Ain't satisfied till I touch a certain M's. Can't see the number, they apply against my plans. I'm turning up, dog, this one for the gym. Come to these bars, I only play for the rim. Boy, I'm Thomas Shepard. Long sleeve with the corduroys. Really came to get buckets. Purnell with the defense. Too slick, you can't touch me. Bud Crawford on offense. I'm unassuming, but I'm really punching. Underrated, I'm starting to love it. Stacking days, stacking the butt.
It's time for chat Q&A. We're going to let this music play. But if you guys have a question for either me or Cassie, or if Cassie, if you have a question, get ready to add your question. But if we have a question, if you guys have a question, go ahead and put it inside the chat box. It is chat Q&A time, you guys. We're going to rock out to B class and not for real.
Stay ready, preheated the oven, just did a theater. I'm still in recovery. Therapy team, they really love me. They'd kill me if they knew I was young. High speed chase, I had to punch it in front of thousands. I started with hundreds. Don't really see no competition. This look like a luncheon. Suggest you let me mind my business, catch you if you lunching. They love you all these years, but at the end you wasn't nothing. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Present with poise, but I really got no chill. Far as blood, it ain't too thick to get spilled. They think I'm too cool to click, not for real. God ain't done with me yet, dog, I gotta heal. I ain't no run of the mill. Had to surround myself with steel. Yeah, I've been sharpening steel. Hard to feel hard feelings at all when I can hardly feel. Hard as hell counting losses till you count the wins. If I could take the pain all over, swear I'd do it again. The way them hard times unlock me, look different, twin. If you don't understand my plight, then we just different men. If you can't understand my fight, then we got different hands. Yeah, different song. I'm talking about different days. I'm talking about different tribes. I'm talking about different clans. Boy, I'm sticking to the coats to the bitter end. I'ma live and die by it till I'm ashes in a can. Look around, don't know who to trust. Not for real. Lately I've been paranoid. I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled.
So that's just one of the songs from our headliner at the show. He's going to be giving out that concert while we're there. It's going to be a multi-level concert, guys. It's not just going to be just a concert at the beginning or the end. It's going to be throughout the entire show. We're going to call it the soundtrack to the show. So you guys go ahead and give B Class. It's the classic codes on YouTube some love. All right, anybody got a question for us in chat Q&A? If not, what you got for me, Cassie? Ask me anything.
Oh, Lordy. I don't know, Tez. You done put me on the spot, man.
Well, I'll let you think about it. I'm going to read a comment from Roxy. Roxy says, it brings an insecurity that wasn't warranted because people don't know how to be okay with having a conversation. It's a lack of maturity, just in my opinion. And I have to say that I definitely agree with that. A lot of these conversations need to be had. I think men and women need to talk about these types of things. I think that if you think that you're in the friend zone, you should bring it up.
Absolutely.
Especially if it hasn't been made very clear that you are.
Yeah, otherwise you're setting yourself up for hurt, and no one wants to do that.
We got the chat saying that they are following Cassie now. Thanks, chat. You guys are always the best.
Thank you. Much love.
It's chat Q&A, chat. One of y'all need to give me one of y'all need to ask me a question. Anything. You can ask me a question about anything. It doesn't have to be related to today's show. It could be about anything in the world. You can ask me what color I think the sky is, if we'll ever land on Mars, anything. But let's get a chat Q&A question for today. If not, I'm gonna have it go on Cassie.
Well, I actually am curious because, of course, like when I first met you, like you were cool as heck, and like you were telling me how you play like ball and stuff like that, and like I'm into sports. I love sports, and I totally Googled you. I did, and I crept a little, and I'm like, wow, like this is so cool. Like it's not every day that I meet, people like you, and like you're very out there. I love that. You're very genuine, and I wonder what like encouraged you to like be so like committed to football. Like did you play ball all your life, or was it something like? How did that even happen?
Well, I mean, it's a really long story, but I'm going to condense it and help. My dad was a ball player. I have a lot of ball playing relatives. uncles, family members. My dad was a ball player. I loved the sport of football. I was too small at first to play it. It wasn't until I got a little bit older. Like I played before that, but like, you know, my mom was very scared for me to play like super organized football with the big kids, so to say. You know, by the time that I got to middle school, high school age, you know, I was coming into my body, and I was growing, and they could see that I was strong and that I was very fast, and you know, I was playing baseball and running track, you know, and dabbling in basketball. I say dabbling because I played basketball. I was pretty decent, but I was never tall enough at the time to be on like any of the major school teams. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't 6'2", I wasn't 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". I'm still not, if anybody's wondering. I'm still not. You know, I'm scratching the just under 6 foot ladder right now. I'm scratching the just under 6 foot ladder, and that's fine. You know what I mean? You know, I haven't had any issues when it comes to playing sports, but a football became a passion of mine. You know, the more I played it, and the more I played it, the more I wanted. You know, especially in high school, there was just something about the carnality of the sport. And I know a lot of people hate that I say that, but it's the truth. It's the collision, the car crash, you know, the making things happen, the physically imposing way that you do things. It's the same reason why I box. You know, boxing is a little bit more precision based and oriented, but it's the same reason why. It's combat. It's simulated combat. You know, and the you know, older natives from different places and indigenous peoples played similar sports, you know, for the same reasons. You know, it kept you sharp, it kept you strong, it allowed your masculinity a place to leak. You know what I'm saying? And you know, being the most masculine guy in a boxing ring is probably a good thing. Being the most masculine guy on a football field is probably a good thing. A lacrosse field, you know, any of those sports, rugby, those are really good things. You know, being the most masculine guy out there is probably one of the best things for you.
For sure.
And so it's a place where you can be masculine, not be toxic, not really hurt anybody, you know, that didn't sign up to get hurt, you know. And it's a controlled, chaotic environment. But you know, I found a brotherhood through football that I never had before in my entire life in any of the other sports that I played. You know, I found a community outside of just America, and even inside of America, I found that same community of people who just have a passion for the game, a passion for seeing people elevate themselves and having room and space to do so, where it's not just corporate, it's not just monetized, it's not just about that anymore.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, so and I have been able to grow as a man, a leader, you know, as a brother. I've been able to grow into all of these things because of the sport.
That's amazing.
You know, so it not to say that there aren't, you know, problems with the sport itself, because there are, but I would recommend parents to put their kids in the sport. I recommend people to become coaches, dads to become coaches, and like I did, excuse me, like I did, and allowing to pass on some knowledge to some of the people that are going to be coming up next in this world that we live in.
Right. I love that. Interesting.
It's really important to give back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just about out of time, guys. But Cassie, if there's anything you want to tell them about yourself, if there's anything that you want to have them go and follow or do to help you out or anything, it's your time to speak to the chat.
Well, I mean, I just, you know, whoever took the time to go follow me, I appreciate it. I do battles, but I also do panels, and I welcome in anyone. I like to get to know new people. It's fun for me and it's exciting. So anytime you want to hop in, don't be shy. I'm blessed with great friends. Tez, I try to get him on my live as much as possible, but you know, you ever want to chat, we're there. You're more than welcome to come. We'd love to meet you.
Most definitely. I got a question from the chat. Ask me, do I coach? Yeah, I'm a certified coach for USA Football, the governing organization that makes all rules for the sport of football, American football. I am a certified coach. I have been since 2017. I have coached the youth, and I've been able to watch them grow up. I'll show you guys that. I'll show you guys that before we get up out of here. Share screen. I'll go down to some of the kids. Do not laugh at this picture. It was not my best. But if I go down a little bit, you'll see some kids that I coached, and you'll see the progression of those kids from the time when I first started coaching them to where they are now. As you can see, this is me and my superstar father, you know, doing our thing when I was a little kid. I was, I think, 6th grade in that picture. Okay, this is me. Okay, there we go. Here's side by side. Here's me and the kids as adults. And that's me coaching them when they were kids.
Oh my gosh, and they're taller than you. I love that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're wearing spikes too, but yeah, these kids are taller than me now. These
That's
kids are
a
taller
good
than me now.
picture. You look great.
Thank you. As you can see, they were all midgets many years ago. They were all midgets many years ago. They grew up, and here's some of them now. You know, these are two of my starters. He used to wear my number. This guy, number 2. I was his favorite player growing up. Let's see if I have it down here. I might have posted it a couple years back. Oh, that's just too far to go back. But you guys tap in. If you guys don't have my Instagram, this is my Instagram page. As you can see, it's filled with football and opinions, just like me. Filled with football and opinions. I like this one. You hear that coming? You hear that sound? You know it's me. Me in Viking Stadium. I am your tribal chief. Oh my God! That boy got bounced. That's me. The tribal chief.
I love that for you. Wow.
Thank you. I am the tribal chief. As you can see, they love their tribal chief.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
Yes, we are. This is a little. Shout out to Lutraki, Greece. You were great to me. Shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to Costa Rica. And a lot of the other places that I've been, Mexico, Germany. You guys have all been wonderful to me, and all of the states in the United States that have allowed me to do my thing. And thank you guys for the Hall of Fame induction that I got recently. I appreciated that too. I've been through a lot in this life, and I've overcome a lot in this life, and I'm still going through stuff, and I'm still overcoming. It's not over yet. Nothing is over. I feel you, bro. I missed the game. I know you do, man. I know you do. It was great having you out there when you were out there, but now you get to take the next part of your life and the next journey. I'm telling you guys, I am blessed, and no matter what I go through, no matter what happens to me in this everyday life, I wake up every day, I put my socks on, I put my pants on, I put the drawers on, not in any particular order. And I start out with the mindset that I am going to make a difference today, because that's what needs to happen. So, there's plenty of people. Oh, I found out something bad about you. I'm a human, and bad things happen. So absolutely. That's just how it goes. None of us is perfect. He who has not sinned cast the first rock, and I shall smoteth thee. Whatever the line was, it's like that. Not everybody makes mistakes. Learn how to be a little bit more forgiving and less judgmental, and look at the body of work that the people have put together, and then make your judgment. Because some of us are out here working towards bettering our society and our environment, and that is why we do the TezDown. That is why I have been 24. I'm Tez. I will see you guys in another 24. This is sports unscripted, culture unfiltered. Thank you, Cassie, for stopping by. Y'all can find Cassie
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Y'all can find Cassie at That Girl Cassie 25 on TikTok, and you guys go ahead and check in with the rest of our coalition. That's the Raw Society Coalition. Subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition on YouTube and all socials, the Classic Codes on YouTube and all socials, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, Souls of Thought. They do the No Middleman podcast, both on the Raw Society Coalition channel and the Souls of Thought channel. Conversation with Saul Frame, the first lady of the Raw Society Coalition, and you are right here, right now on the TezDown. So you guys got to hear a little bit of music from the Classic Codes. That's B Class. You guys got to talk to Cassie for a little bit, see some of her fun videos and her awesome TikTok profile. You guys got to find out a little bit more about me that maybe you didn't know. We got to find out what's going on in the friend zone with those friend zone nights, the life of a person in a friend zone, and the opinions afterwards. Some wonderful stories from Cassie. She kept it real. She kept it honest. But I got to say, it's been a day. That's 24 hours. I will see you guys in another 24.